Hi everyone, I hope everybody had a great week. I'm sorry that you cannot see my face. I am currently sick, as you can tell in my voice, and I don't look my best, and as well as me not feeling my best. But to answer this week's discussion board, I would advise Maria to first discuss any environmental situations that the baby may have been exposed to that she may feel will prohibit her from catering to his needs. So I would also want to talk to her caseworker and maybe get a sense of, his background, his biological parents, see what type of things he was exposed to, and also looking at Erickson's perspective, Maria needs to create a sense of balance, care for her son in order for basic trust to be instilled. I would also want her to have more knowledge on how to portray the world as good and how to recognize good and bad. Once she has that understanding, she will be able to develop her knowledge into a language that will only be understood by the young child. For Maria, I believe with her previous concerns as far as her husband's occupation and her stressors at work, I think it would be difficult for her to understand and adapt to autonomy versus shame and doubt, simply because since she tried so hard to conceive and she realized that that could not happen, and now she's finally getting the thing that she wanted, she's going to cherish this experience. She's not going to want anything to happen to her child. So I think it'll be hard for her to adjust to this new life. Um, it would also be helpful for Maria to develop some sort of guidance for him and for him to be able to feel a sense of control. And with that being said, in order for him to realize that he's doing a good job or he made a mistake, she has to be able to guide him to make the right choices or guide him when he makes a mistake or does something wrong. And she has to be careful not to become over controlling or overprotective, because once again, this is very new for her. This is something that she's wanted for a long time. So I would want her to be very aware of how she handles certain things with him. My advice, I will also encourage maybe incentives and rewards to increase his autonomy, simply because it may already be hard for him to open up. And once he recognizes that Maria cares for him and rewards good behavior that he does as far as him making the right choices, then that can also add on to the built trust and relationship for them. Language wise, it may be beneficial for Maria to become familiar with some of his native language. With him coming from Somalia, I am more than sure that that's all he knows. He probably has never been exposed to English. So those basic words like mommy, daddy, and pick me up or down may be in his native language, and it may be beneficial for Maria to maybe do a little bit of research as far as his language. And since at the age he is at, he will already be able to combine two words and have an extensive vocabulary, possibly. I would also advise Maria to be sensitive with this new experience, since the young child will also have to define a new secure base for himself and adjust his emotions to this new environment. And along with that, it may also play hand in hand if Maria and her husband could set a positive relationship, a positive environment for this child in order to also develop a positive internal working model, which can play into hand with his separation anxiety, which may also be affected since he is been through this adoption process already. So he's probably seen many different faces, many different households. So with his emotions, it's going to have to be a working project, honestly. And she would have to understand, with him probably not knowing English, she may not understand how he is expressing his emotions. Therefore, she needs to know that they may not always be shown on his face, but through body language, deterred eye contact, and other expressive cues. And along with other adjustments, it would be greatly expressed to Maria that the way he attaches himself to her may take longer than expected. And when it comes to that, I would then advise her to maybe look into taking her child to a child psychologist or a counselor that works with children and does play therapy, and be able to maybe figure out some of the things that he likes or dislikes. And also for Maria and her husband, I would advise maybe family therapy or group therapy for new adoptive parents, some type of therapy or counseling, because with adoption, we rarely see parents having an easy time with a new adopted child. So I would heavily express to her that she may want to consider counseling. But other than that, Maria will be okay. I think I will also reiterate that to her as well. This is just going to be a process for herself, her husband, and her new child. But as long as the environments are positive and she has positive guidance and positive influences around this child, then he will develop greatly. Thank you.